A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN Season 3. More importantly, it's time that we get on with some more of Bandtastic. So what's up next on the list here is number 2114, another English band known as Muse. Yeah, of course. Muse, and more Muse. I could probably go at it all day here and there, but at this very point, it's probably not necessarily all too important. But you know what though? My iPhone itself is still stacked with a ton of their work. And so if I could just put it into words, then well, Muse and their many works that they've made over the years sure has been quite a lot to talk about. Yeah. 4 albums I got so far. Black Holes and Revelations from 2006, and then in 2001 with Origin of Symmetry, the second Law in 2012, and 2015's Drones. Not many people would consider a lot of their recent work a popular staple of success, but as it does turn out, it seems that a lot of their more recent works, especially with the 2015 album Drones, it just so happens to be quite a success, especially with their single Psycho, an alt-rock song that is simply put unbelievable. It just tells us a story of how the innocent man is turned into a psychotic killer in the government known as the military. And not only is every bit of that song more truer than even the most honest men that we could have ever found in the history of the world, but their song itself, and along with the whole rest of the album. Not to mention the fact that Rebirth, another song from that album, is part of the Ecstatic Mixover. So yeah, another mentioning of Kaiju Force Neo's Ecstatic Mixover. Rock does in fact put itself together for up to 40% of the album entirely. And a good majority of these bands that I have been talking about have been featured in the album entirely. And if you're wondering about the actual project that's connected to it, Kaiju Force Neo Ecstatic Times, a satire animated 18+ comedy, pretty much, is in fact going to be all about the history of me, myself, and I, with a bit of fiction in there thrown in for good measure. Because not everybody's going to want to hear about my whole life story, so I guess that's pretty much what it is. But still, it's quite important to know at this very point, if you wanted to consider pop culture staples, Hellboy is one good instance to talk about when it comes to Muse's appearance in pop culture media. As a matter of fact, their 2015 single Psycho actually does make an appearance in Hellboy, the 2019 remake, of course, by Lionsgate. In it, we see good old David Harbour as Hellboy himself, a demon that has demons in it of himself, fighting 3 giants in England. I could never possibly describe this scene any more better than just watch the scene for yourself. It's unfreaking believable. It's probably one of the greatest I might have seen ever in an action film with fantasy, a bit of horror, and some rockin' tunes in the background to accompany the whole thing. It's incredible. Why the movie flopped is beyond me still, even to this day. So I guess at this very point, there's not really much else I can do to piece things together here, but you know what? What is there to say other than all that? Of course they've made more albums, more singles, and earned some more money in the process, which, compared to the dollar in America, they've got the euro, or pound, as they might refer to them. So, of course, not much more to say here. But let's just understand the facts here, that this is one good example of a band that probably won't be going away for a while. And I sure hope that that's not the case, even with anything else that may be going on at the moment. So I sure hope these guys continue to rock hard and have themselves a heck of a good time. But other than all that, if you want to see more, go down on my channel to make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.